Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all well. Today, if you hadn't guessed by the title of the video, I'm going to be showing you what I feed my horses. So we have 5 here, 4 ponies, one is questionable, and yeah, a horse. So they are all native in type and they are all typical natives. They are good doers. So that obviously correlates with their diet. They have turnout pretty much every day, and they are on Timothy hay, which we make ourselves here. We're very lucky on the farm that we can make that. So we have that tested, the forage analysis, so we know exactly what's in that. And then this is obviously what they get for their actual feeds. So they're fed twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening. And I will spin you around. So apart from Ruff, who is the green one, they all have buckets that correlate to the colours on their doors. It just makes it a little bit easier. So Milo, Ruff and Archie are all on Timothy Chop at the moment. So this is a really good source of fibre. It's low in starch and sugar, and it is also free from straw and additives. So Finn and Fabergé are using up the Molochaff Light, which is a molasses free. As you can see, it is low in starch and sugar. This one does have the straws in it. Again, a good source of fibre. I will show you this bag as it's open. So it looks like so. It has the little, if I can find one, the little pellets in it. Can't find any. Where are they? Oh, there you go, the little pellets. And they're basically just using this bag up, and then they'll probably move on to this, which is Denji Hi-Fi Original, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, they're just using these up while the others have the Timothy. So this is what the Timothy looks like. You can actually see the Timothy grasses in it. And that's what our hay and our grazing is here. Both Milo and Ruff have balancers that are kind of like powdered from Equiikath. So Milo is on the Lamy core, which is targeted at horses with PSSM, Cushing's, EMS, all those sorts of things. So it's full spectrum vitamin and minerals, and it also has extra vitamin E, which supports the muscles. It has their chelated, I think it's chelated calcium, but it doesn't have tyrosine, whichever one it is, because I believe it's something to do with them reacting badly to it. So his doesn't have that in, but we did see a noticeable difference. I saw him, he also doesn't actually have any of those conditions diagnosed, but we were a bit suspicious of his muscles. He gets really sore, he's very sensitive in that way. So I saw someone else using this and I thought we'd try it. And he did have a noticeable difference when we swapped him onto it. So we've kept him on it. It's a bit strange. You only feed it 5 days a week with these. I'm not sure why that is. But yeah, that is his one. So Ruff has the Cool Core Mobility. So that contains stuff for his feet, to support his behaviour. It does have the tyrosine, or whatever it's called, in it, which is an amino acid, I believe, having looked at the website, that helps with the hormones. So he has that in it, as well as the chelated calcium. I really don't know how to say these words. So yeah, he has that one. It contains all the vitamins and minerals and stuff, so it's kind of like a full spectrum, but they are powdered. Again, he has it 5 days a week. And I will show you what it looks like in a second. I should also add it is low in starch and sugar and has no alfalfa in it. And then just while I'm doing kind of like a broad overview of what we feed, we have sugar beet, but this isn't sugar beet. It's from Simple Systems, like the Timothy Chop. It's called Pure Beet. So I'll turn you around so you can see. I have just made this up like 5 or 10 minutes ago, so that's what it looks like currently. So the Pure Beet is free from molasses. It's a good source of fibre, and it is it can be used as like a partial hay replacer, so that's good to know too. So Archie has a handful of Timothy chop. Ruff and Milo have half of one of these stub scoops each of Timothy chop, and then Fabergé and Finn just have like half a handful of the molly chaff. So Finn just has a scoop of this sarcade mix. We're advised not to give him anything else while we're treating him for the sarcoids, which have nearly gone, but we went for the herbal route and it's worked really well, but we were just advised not to give him anything else while he's having the herbs. He was actually on something different. This is just a last one that we've gone to. Fabergé has T40 from Trinity Consultants, so this is for the fat pads. He also has Even Kill 1, so the best advice I have for you if you're interested in these is to speak to Simon at Trinity. They do so much stuff. Like, this is another one that we have. There's Trinity Consultants. They have loads of different supplements for different needs. There is so many variants of the Even Kill. Yeah, so just head to their website and have a look, but this is basically to support his behaviour. And then he has the Premier Flex HA joint supplement by Equine Answers, which looks like that. I should also add these are for morning feeds. So Finn has exactly the same in his evening feed. The only difference to Fabergé's evening feed is that he has a vitamin and mineral supplement instead of the joint flex, but he has the other two as well. The same as his breakfast. So Ruff has glucose, the Protexin gut balancer, and Premier Performance calming powder, as well as the 200 grams of his Equiface balancer. So again, this is the Cool Core Mobility. In the evening, his tub's a bit empty, we need to fill that up. In the evening, he just has biotin and this Equiface. We also have board to tell us. But yeah, in the evening, he just has the Equiface and biotin. So Milo has biotin, Premier Performance calming powder, glucose, and then he has 100 grams of his Equiface balancer. So his looks like so. Like Ruff, in the evening, he just has the Equiface and the biotin. Milo also in his breakfast has this H29 liquid from Trinity. That is just to help with his muscles and their recovery and his brain function. But because it's liquid, we just add it in the morning when we make them up. So Archie has T40, which is all to do with helping with their fat pads. Glucose and the joint supplement, because he does have arthritis, so we try to support him like that. And in the evening he just has the T40 and a vitamin and mineral supplement. I so nearly forgot, because this is new. The vet came to double check Archie to basically make sure he's alive for his medication that he has for his arthritis, and she recommended putting him on green-lipped mussel, so he's also having that now to try. So that is the feeds made up, and then they just have the sugar beet added in the morning. We make them up the night before, and then in the morning we make up evening feeds so that they're ready for them. But yeah, that is kind of it for their feeds. So I was going to just do a what I feed my horses video and round it all off, but we went to Your Horse Live yesterday and we had a really good time, saw the demonstrations, and we also went shopping and bought probably more than we should. But if anyone hasn't been to Your Horse Live, it is such a good one for the bargains and the sales. So we did spend more than we should have. And I am going to show you what we bought, just to round off this video and just make it all into one. I thought about doing two separate ones, but I thought just smash it all together and it'll be okay. So I'm going to show you what I've got. There is a little crossover. I get the Forelock and Fringe subscription boxes. So these first kind of two things that I'm going to show you are from those, and then I'll go into the Your Horse Live stuff. So the first one is this Aubryon sweatshirt. I haven't actually tried it on yet. This is a medium, but I feel like it's more of like an oversized vibe jumper, and it looks really warm. It's got like the fleece lining, and I'm very excited to try that on and wear it. This isn't all that came in the Forelock and Fringe box this month. This is just some of it, like the bigger things or things that I was really excited about. So that leads me on to the second one, which is at the bottom of the pile. The Lincoln Advent Calendar for the horses. So this one has the little herby stick things in. So yeah, that is this one. So I thought I have one of them. So if I have 5 horses, one of them is not going to cut it, which led to the purchase, and I like them all to have different ones. So we have a Crunchits one, which is from Equilibrium, a Maxima Mix and Munch one, a Bellwell one, which I think is from Lincoln as well, and a Stud Muffin one for Ruff. So yeah, we have collected those, and whilst on the same theme, we also got the dog one. He did also get a toy as well, but he's had that and it's disappeared. It could be anywhere now. But yeah, another advent calendar for him too. We also got Milo a new name plaque. His was a metal one with like a coating over it, and it has unfortunately cracked and come away. So we've got him one of these plastic ones to put up just with the horse head, and as you'll have seen, obviously they have buckets that correspond to their plaque colours, so we stuck with the red for him. And then we also got one of the big value bags of Crunchits. These are low sugar, so they're really good fatties. And the horses seem to really like them. They've made them a bit smaller than they used to be. Not that that really matters, but it just feels like you get so many more in the bag now. So we treated them to those as well. If you have not been to Your Horse Live before, like I said, it is bargains galore. And this year was certainly no different. It was the first year in a while, and Limu always have a massive like outlet sale with seconds and stuff. You get things at prices that you just never get them at in normal sales. So we went a bit crazy, a bit over the top. So we have 2 200-gram rugs. So they have the 100-gram versions of this and the necks. They do also have liner systems, but I don't think they had the liners in the outlet sale. So this one is Ruff's. He wears a size 6 foot in the Limu rugs, and this one is Milo's, and he's a 6'6". And these were £45 each for 200-gram stable rugs, and I think they're usually around £70 or £80, but don't quote me on that. So we bought them both one of these to wear as the temperatures start to drop a little bit more. They've just been in the 100 grams recently, but now they have upgraded ones to move into, and they also have 300-gram rugs for when it's really cold. Another big bag of Limu goodies. So I'll go through this. So Milo has a new Limu head collar. This is the mist one, which is this summer's colour, I think. Yeah, this summer's colour. And it obviously comes with the lead rope. I don't know why, I just really love the Limu head collars. He has one already and it's starting to break. It's a couple of years old, and all the horses have them. So I wanted to stick with the theme, and this one was £15 in the sale, which is so much better than the £27 that I think they are usually. Then I have a brown, I think this is a brown collection saddle pad, so it's kind of shiny. I think you can sort of see that here. And this was down to £35. and it's in the large dressage cut, so this is for rough. It also has the badge on it, which I really like. And then this one is also for rough. So this is obviously a white one for shows. This is from the Crystal collection, I think. It says Crystal dressage. So again, large dressage, and it has the glitter binding around the edge. It's so soft as well. It's like the suede but nicer. So yeah, that is that one, and this one was $29.95. So I considered this a bargain. To go with his brown saddle pad, he has 2 pairs of brown boots, brushing boots from Master, and I really love them. And so I thought I'd get some matching Lemieux overreach boots. So these are the Pro Shell ones. I haven't tried them on yet, so I'm hoping they are going to fit, because he is pretty small and they only go as small as medium in these, but these were £20, so treated him to those. They have the really nice like outer shell, so they look really smart. These next two were not actually my purchases. These are my mum's purchases, but sharing is caring, and I thought I'd show you them anyway. So she went for the, which one is this? This is the Truffle Loire. So it has the rose gold binding and piping, the metal badge on this side, and this one was also £35. She has bought this for Archie, but I'm sure once he's worn it I can borrow it for Ruff and Milo. And then she also bought a passport holder. I think this is the Sienna one. Yeah. And it has the badge on the front, and then inside it's got space to keep like a pen or something, and then it has all these little bits that you can put different documents and stuff in. These they don't actually send membership cards out anymore for BD, but if they did, they could go in here. And then obviously you can put your passport in there as well to keep everything together. I'm now going to move on to the last 3 items, which are kind of horsey, but not really specifically just for horses, or horseying. Is that even a word? So the first ones are these fingerless mittens from Thomas & Co. They seem to be at all the shows. They do really good socks, and I haven't actually tried their riding stuff, but it's all really affordable. So I got a pair of these last year at London International, and they were navy and I loved them. And then I brought them home, they were in my bag, and since then I've lost them. I don't know if it was my dog. He has a tendency to steal things, and he was wandering around with them. At one point we took them off him, but whether he has then gone back and taken them, they've just been brushed aside. I don't know what happened to them, but they were navy, so I decided in case they show up I would get grey ones this year. But I just really like them. They're like fingerless and fleece lined, and they're really warm, but you can still use your phone and stuff. And I like wearing gloves for doing horses, but I wouldn't wear gloves to go out into town or do stuff at Christmas away from the horses. But I really like these, and they're really cozy. So I replaced my missing pair of those, and they're £10. I can't remember if I already said that, but they're £10, so they're really affordable. Then the next 2 items were gifted. They're actually for a different video to do with Christmas, so keep your eyes peeled for Christmas themed videos. But the first thing is these bath salts. They are from DVR Equestrian. So this is a 300-gram bag. They smell so good. They have peppermint and rosemary, and honestly I wish you could smell them. So I'm very excited to try those out. It does say on the front that they're for muscle ache, so they are going to be really great through these winter months with horses slogging away in the rain and the mud, and probably falling flat on my face or falling off very excited horses. So that is those. The last thing was also kindly gifted by DVR, and it is the checked coat. it looks like so. It has elasticated cuffs, and it has the hood with the little peak on it. It also has the drawstring attachments. What do you call them? Just drawstrings, I guess. Elasticated so that you can pull it in a little bit tighter. It's lined, not with fleece, just with the material, and it's showerproof and windproof. It has this little detailing on the middle with the all the way around, like so. And obviously the kind of half zip here has pockets as well, which are zipped, so that's really good. One on each side, if you can see the other one. And I love it. This one is a small, I'm sure. Yeah, this one is a small, and they are unisex, so anyone can wear them. And I would probably say to size down, or alternatively don't size up, because they are unisex. I'm usually like between a 10 and 12, and this is perfect and slightly like oversized, which I really like. And I also love that it is the sort of thing that I could wear out, or the sort of thing I can wear to do the horses, and I just really love it. So I'm very excited to wear that and get some photos too, and make sure you stay tuned to see a little bit more about it in the Christmas video, some footage of it in action hopefully. So yeah, that is everything that we bought at Your Horse Live this year. It was a really good show. I think I'd definitely like to go back next year. We missed it for a couple of years because it clashed with the Associated Championships, but that is not going to be the case next year again, and obviously wasn't the case this year, so that's really exciting. And I'm really looking forward to heading to London International next month too. DVR are going to be there. I'm sure all these other companies are also going to be there, so make sure you check them out, and I will see you again very soon.